Alrighty, hello my awesome students. Okay, so we're gonna go over the packet. Honestly, unit 1 is just your basic math skills, so there should not be anything that is too crazy that you don't know how to do. Okay, this first page, fractions into decimals, I'm not even gonna go over it because you should know how to convert these into decimals, and it's as easy as using the calculators. Okay, let's go to our second page. Okay, so it is a big thing in this test coming up to be able to convert time. So minutes to seconds, days to hours, hours to seconds. Okay, at the top of your worksheet, okay, right here, you guys had an example already on how to do it. All right, very self-explanatory. Let's do number 4. Okay, so number 4, you have 3 minutes and 50 seconds turned into seconds. Easiest way to do this. Okay, this is the process that you should be using for any type of time conversion, just because it's going to keep you consistent. So we'll do 3 minutes. This is the formation for it. Okay, we're trying to go to seconds. So 1 minute has 60 seconds. All right, what happens is that these minutes cancel out, and what you're left with is 3 times 60 seconds divided by 1. Ooh, I'm messing up all over the place. Okay, 3 times 60, of course, divided by 1. Okay, just put that into your calculator. You should be getting 180. Okay, divided by 1, of course, it's going to be 180. And then you're going to add that because you have 50 seconds from before. You're just going to do the 180 plus 50 seconds. And that'll give you your overall seconds. Okay. Oops. Move that over. Okay. So, next page, you have hours to minutes. Okay. Same thing. Same concept. Okay. Let me get a new page here. Oop, just shook my camera. I'm sorry. Okay. So, hours to minutes. Okay. Let's do number 13. So number 13. 15 hours. 24 minutes equal to what minutes? Same thing, do the same setup as before. So you have 15 hours, okay? And 1 hour has 60 minutes. All right, your hours cancel out, and you're left with 15 times 60 divided by 1. Okay, so easy as that. Put that into your calculator. Let me put it into mine. Okay, so you should get 900 minutes And then of course you're gonna add your 24 minutes to that 900. So final answer is 924 minutes. Okay, this is the setup that you need to be doing for these type of conversions. I'm pretty sure on the exam you're going to see this setup right here. Alright. Days to hours, same thing. I don't want to go over it. Unless you guys have questions about it, then you can message me. But otherwise, very, very similar. Okay, so you have now your next worksheet where it's gonna get the most confusing. Just because not everybody knows how to convert. So let me get into that. Alright, easiest way for you to remember conversions, okay? Alright. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Alright. Your B is your base. Okay. Base as in this is your grams, meters, and liters. Okay. D is your deci. Okay. And then you have centi, and then milli. You have deca, hecto, and kilo. Alright, remember the acronym. King Henry died. Sorry guys if you hear my other son in the background. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Okay, these are your conversions. Alright. With that being said, if I tell you that you have 100 centimeters and I want you to convert it to kilometers, how would you do that? So, to start off, your number 100 centimeters, okay? My decimal point for any whole number is always at the end of the number, okay? So it's right here. Now, looking at my little chart, okay? How many times would I have to move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how I get to my kilo, okay? So from centi, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because I moved it 5 times, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to move my decimal point 5 times to the left. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add in my zeros, okay? So 100 centimeters is gonna be equal to 0.00100 kilometers. Okay? Easy as that. The key thing is you have to remember this acronym. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Milli, centi, deci, your base, which is your grams, meters, and liters. Okay? Deca, hecto, kilo. That's the main parts that you guys have to remember. So for example, looking at your worksheet, let's do number 7A right here. Okay? So 7A, I'm going from milliliters, okay, milliliters, right here, to liters. So I'm gonna see where milli is. Okay, milli, that's my M. I'm trying to get to the base, which is liters, found right here. I'm gonna end up having to move 1, 2, 3. Move my decimal point 3 times to the left. So do the same thing. Place my decimal point. I'm gonna move it 1, 2, 3 times. So it's gonna be 1.340 liters. Okay? Alright. Your second one is still conversion. So you guys should have been able to do that all on your own. Okay? Scientific notation. So this is one of the ones that is gonna probably give you guys the hardest time, maybe. Most of y'all did very well in your quiz, so I figured that you figured it out already. But get a new sheet of paper. Oops, hit my camera again, I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry for all that, guys. Okay. Scientific notation. Okay? Key thing for scientific notation. Alright, scientific notation. So anytime you convert, okay, number 1 rule, it has to be greater than 1, okay, greater than 1, and then less than or equal to 10. Alright, so that means if I give you, let's see, we're gonna look at this. So let's do number 1, okay? 4,256. I just said my rule is has to be greater than 1, less than 10. So if my decimal point is here, okay, how can I make 4,256 into a scientific notation following that rule? Well, all I have to do is look at my decimal point, okay? Has to be smaller than 10. So the only way I can do it is by putting my decimal point here. So I'll move it 1, 2, 3. Okay? So my new number is 4.256. And then scientific notation, you always have the times 10. Okay, and then how many times did you move it? 1, 2, 3. And that's your exponent. Okay. Anytime that you have a positive exponent, so rule number 2, times 10 to a positive exponent, your number is larger number. Okay. 3. Anytime you have times 10 to the negative exponent, okay? That means you have a smaller number. So, if I have a larger number, that means that my decimal point, okay, moves to the right. So guess what? What's the opposite? If I have a negative exponent, that means my decimal point moves to the left. Okay? So if I gave you, same thing, 4.256 times 10 to the negative 3, okay? All that tells you is that, oh, it's a negative exponent. That means this number is supposed to be a lot smaller. So all you would have to do to put it into standard form is go 1, 2, 3. Add your zeros. So the standard form for 4.256 times 10 to the negative 3 would be 0.004256. Okay? Anytime. Oh, I didn't realize that y'all couldn't see that. My bad. Okay. So these are the 3 things you need to keep in mind for scientific notation. It has to be greater than 1, less than or equal to 10, okay? And then if you have times 10 to the positive exponent, your number is actually supposed to be larger. So your decimal point moves to the right, okay? If you're putting it back in standard form. Now, for times 10 to a negative exponent like we have here, your original number is smaller. So that means your decimal point is going to move to the left. Okay, so let's see. So once again, scientific notation. These are the main 3 rules that you guys need to know and need to remember. Okay. The next important part of this class that you guys will use very, very often, okay, is how to manipulate equations. Okay? That means if you're given v is equal to d divided by t, anytime I give you 2 numbers, you need to be able to figure out how to get that 3rd number. Okay? Like I talked to you guys the first week of class, all it is looking for x. Remember my example that I told y'all in class. Okay? So, very simple, very basic. 10 is equal to 5 plus x. What is x? Okay? So all you would have to do is subtract 5 from both sides, right? So then your x is equal to 5. Physics is the same way, except we just have equations that are a little bit more complicated. Okay? So on your practice, let's do number 1. Okay? Velocity is equal to d divided by t. So velocity is equal to distance divided by time. They told us that d is equal to 15.1, your distance, and velocity is equal to 25.114. Okay? So that means I'm looking for t. Okay? So let's plug these in to our equation. We have 25.114 is equal to 15.1 divided by t. Alright, so this is where our math skill is going to come in, okay? Because t is being divided, for us to get t by itself, okay, you end up multiplying t to both sides. Okay, this is gonna cancel out. Then you're left with 25.114 t is equal to 15.1. Alright, now I'm gonna continue to try to get t by itself. Because these two are being multiplied, all I have to do is divide. Okay, divide 25.114 cancels out on this side. You're left with t is equal to 15.1. Put in my calculator, divided by 25.114. So t I should be getting is 0. We're gonna round it 0.60. Okay, some of y'all, I'm pretty sure you did 0.601. That's fine too. All right, but a lot of it is just learning how to rearrange the equation. Okay, and that's it. That is unit 1. Okay, if you notice that on your quiz, I did add what is not in your packet is the slope formula. Okay, you're gonna be asked to in this class to find slope when you're given a graph. Okay, so slope formula. Okay, m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, and then of course you're gonna be given 2 points. You're gonna be given, of course, your x1, okay, y1, and then you'll be given x2, y2, whatever those numbers are. Okay, plug those numbers in, and that's how you're gonna find your slope. So let's say I gave you 10, 2, all right, 20, and then 1. Okay, I'm gonna find my slope. So my m is going to be equal to, remember, it's easier if you label it, x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so I'm going to be given 1 minus 2 divided by 20 minus 10. And then just solve. I'm going to have 1 over 10. That's your slope. Okay. That is it. That is all of unit 1. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me, send me a message on Remind. But that is all the basics for unit 1. For unit 2, I'll have more videos to break everything down. That's coming up. But if you have any questions, let me know. Remember, your packet is due the day of the exam, which is Thursday. So make sure you study. Alright, hopefully I did everything I could to help you guys. Hopefully it cleared up some confusion that you might have had. If not, just message me and I'll get back to you. Alright, good night. Bye guys.